All right. Okay, it's working. So we'll go through it. So up here, you see these guys here. We call them the Q80, Quick Access Toolbar, and any software has it. Some icons up there for you to access them quickly. Right. So this is the home button. This is open. This is save. This is synchronize. This works with the what you were talking about, the work sharing thing. So undo, redo, print, PDF, dimension, text, 3D, and all that. So these are quick access tools. You can access them quickly because you may be using them often. For you not to go and stress looking for them, it's just up there. So you just click on it, then it comes. All right. Then you can create an Autodesk account. It's free. If you like, if you create, it means that you can log in and your name will come here. To not change anything, because you're not paying for the software. If it's a paid version, that is when they will give you some bonuses and all that. The software is the Revit alone is about $2,300 a year. So if you want to pay that money, pay and get a original version and use. The paid version is not different from the cracked version. The tools are the same. No single tool is lost. But if you want to pay, the guy I want to see, the Italian guy I want to see, is using cracked version. They're all using cracked version in the office. No one wants to pay that money. They have a version called Revit LT, Revit Lite. That one, the fee is less, but you don't get all the tools. For example, you can't do that work sharing thing and all that. Yeah. So most people, those who pay for it individually, pay for the light because they're not going to share work with anybody. But the crack is fine. Right. But you know, cracks version they don't work outside your region. You travel to US with your machine, go and open Revit, it won't come. But it's crack. The Microsoft Word, if you go and open it won't come. It's all crack. Yes. Have you paid? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It won't come. Once you change your, you have to pay for it. Or there's a way you can do it. There's a way you can because we have people that are using crack versions. So there's a way they do it. But once you move right now with your machine, it won't come. You have to do something. Alright. Then up here, see these ones, the names here. We have architecture, we have structure, we have steel, precast, systems, insert, annotate, and all that. We call them tabs. TABS tabs. Alright, so they are tabs. So when I say go to the architecture tab, I mean come here. If I say go to structure tab, I mean come and click here. Right? We will not use all the tabs because some of the tabs are for structures and some are for MEP. Like the steel tab, we will not use it. Precast, yeah. Anyway, they all work. And for me, Prota analyzes well in terms of large projects. So if it's a large project, I prefer using Prota. But if something small, I just use Revit and I'm done. Right? So we have the steel here. We are not going to use it. We have precast. We use it. We use a few of them. You see up here, I have Lumion here, but you don't have it because you don't have Lumion installed on your machine. You have it always. You have Lumion. I have V-Ray here, but you don't have it. You have Escape up there. So if you have those rendering softwares, we're talking about the Lumion instances. So I said earlier from the beginning of the slide that Revit integrates easily with the other softwares. This is what I mean by that. So if you have an external software installed, to show here in the software, then you can open it from here. Then to link with your model direct, and you can be working on it. I think when we get further, you understand it better. So these are the tabs, right? TABS tabs, TABS tabs. Then each tab you click, you see some icons. You see some icons there. The name they say is called ribbon. They are ribbons, but I will not be saying remits. I will be saying tools or command. All right, war command or war tool or all that. So each tab has its own ribbons. Largely for our class, most of the things we will use will be under the architecture tab. So this is architectural design class. Are you okay? Largely, the things will be there. We'll go to the other tabs as and when needed. For example, when we get to foundation, we'll go to the structure tab to go for the foundation part and all that. When we get to the detailing, we have to go to the annotation tab and then the view tab to get some details. So we do that. All right. Then we have these guys here. You see this guy? Okay, you have only this. Let me do this. So you have this guy here, right? Good. So on your left, you have two important panels. Those two panels, there's no way you can work in Revit without them. The first one is the properties. You see, you can see it. Then when you come down, you see this. It's called the project browser. You can't work without these two because beginning we said Revit is a BIM software. It means anything you select has information. So the information for the thing, you'll find it on your properties. So if your properties is not there, you select an object. You will not know the properties for that object, but you have to know, right? Then our project browser here contains what we call the views. Other softwares, if you're designing a four-story, you draw all the four-story on one workspace. That's how they work. But in Revit, if you are designing four, five, whatever, you don't draw all on one space. Each story has its own level. Revit is as if you are on site building. If you are designing four-story on site, you not build all on the floor. You go up. In Revit, when you draw a ground floor, you want to draw a second floor, you go up and draw it and put it on it so that it can give you that 3D. If you draw all on the ground floor, they will all be on the ground floor. That's how it works. It's in layers. So you'll be creating your layers or your levels as and when you go. So if your building is 10 floors, it means you have to create 10 levels, right? And if it's an apartment, you just do one. If it's the same, just paste it to the other levels. Then you just go. You're done. Cash out. Right? That's how it works. So here you have all your views. Your views include your floor plans, your elevations, your sections, your sheets. All those people, they're out there. There's no way you can work without them because you need your level in order to go and work. Your level, I mean your floors. Ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor. If, if you can't see ground floor, it means you can't select it. If you can't select it, it means you can't go and build a wall there. So you need these two guys in order to work in Revit. But as much as we need it, there's a close sign here. It means that when you click, it will go away. So maybe I don't know, yeah, yeah, I don't know how you want to work, but you want to close it, right? Or mistakenly you may close it, right? So when I click here to close it, it will go away. Once that goes away, the project browser now takes the whole space because you don't want the other one again. Then maybe you go and close that one too, right? Then they all go away. Then now you want to bring them back. How do you bring them back? You want to bring them back. You can find them under the um, view tab, right? View tab. Now you know where your tabs are. So there's a tab there. Close it. Close the project browser and close it. Click on the close sign. I think you sit beside somebody. The properties in the project browser. Click on view. After clicking on view, The last thing you see a list. Inside that list, then go back there again, go and click on the other one. The other one will also come. Right? Very easy. You just have to know where it is. That's the trick about the software. Any software. The more you use it, the more you know what to find a tool. And sometimes students will be explaining something, I don't get it. And so we'll say, oh, office, and the person will come. Tell us here, my yebi. Because you don't know where it is. Right. So please, the more you practice, you know where to find something. Right. Say again. Yeah. Windows tab. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. So this is Revit. Don't confuse us. Right. So you get them back. So in case you close it, you know where to find them. Right. Then we have keyboard shortcuts in Revit. In case you shortcuts. This is how the shortcut works. Let's see. So I'll click on architecture tab, and this is the wall tool. If I put my mouse on a wall and I leave it, there'll be a drop down to give me details about that particular tool. So here it tells me the name is what? Wall. Into bracket what? WA. What it means is that the shortcut for wall is WA. It is not Shift WA or Control WA or WA. Go and press Enter. It is WA. It's not W plus A. So that you hold W and you go and press A. No, it's W like this. Take your hands off. Then press A. Then it will pick. So WA. WA. It's not W and then A. WA. Right. Then it will pick for you. So I'll demonstrate for you to see. I'll go back to keyboard shortcut. Right. So K. No, I'll go back to the user interface. Yeah. So here, then user interface. You see, there's keyboard shortcut here. That's the last thing you see here. That's where you find it. If I put my mouse on it, it tells me the name of keyboard shortcut into bracket KS. So there's a shortcut for keyboard shortcut. The shortcut is KS. So assuming I want to access keyboard shortcut, I'll click here. So this is how it is. But I'll close it and I'll use the shortcut to come there. So I'll do it for you to see. So I press K, you take your hands off, then you press S, then it will come. Right here, then it will come. So that's how the keyboard shortcut looks like. So you see, you find a lot of tools. So on your left side are all the tools, all the commands. Then in the middle is the shortcuts. So any tool that doesn't have shortcut, I mean they don't have. So you can assign yourself. So the tools you find yourself using often, if they don't have shortcut, you can come here and assign. Right? So for example, let me look for a tool. Okay, let's watch. So I'll look for the wall. We know wall is WA, right? So I'll look for wall. I can type it here, up here, so I don't have to scroll. So wall. So this is wall. The shortcut is WA. I want to change it or remove it. Let me remove it. To remove it, you click on the shortcut. Then down here, you see what? Remove. So it's gone. When I click on OK, now I've removed it. It means that when I click on architecture and I put my mouse on wall, it tells me this is wall. There's nothing in the bracket because there's no shortcut. I've removed it. Okay, so I go back there, KS, look for wall again. Then I'll select it. Then I come down here, you see, press new keys. Click here and I'll type WA. And I'll say assign. And I'll click OK. And when I come back, the WA is back. So that's how to add a shortcut or remove a shortcut if you don't like. The shortcut can even type WALL. Revit will accept it. But that's what's going to stress your life. So if you want word, you're not going to say WALL, right? If you want to, and that will help you. The tools in Revit are easy to find. So mostly you may not have to be using shortcuts. But some people are shortcut freaks. They want to, so they will learn it. But me it's there, you just click here, it comes. So I don't know how to go and do WA. And it's because what is here? And WA. Yeah, so that's how to use the keyboard shortcuts. Then you have what we call a tooltip if you need it. Again, if I put my mouse on any tool, so let me put it here. This is what window, and I leave it. I think your window should have shortcut. Your window should be like WN or something. I mean, I don't have shortcut there. So it tells you the name and it tells you what that tool is. So you see the drop down. It tells you. So this one is what add windows to the building model. Use the type selector to specify the type of window to add and load the desired window family. So it gives you a little tip about that tool. Any tool, right? This is roof. Tells you create roof, da 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 da. Da. So it gives you a tip if you want to, right? So that's it about the tool tip. Then see this project browser and then the properties. Usually myself and some other people, they want one to be here because see the properties, it has a lot of things under. You have to scroll through. And this one to scroll. So you may want one to be here so that this will fill here and this will fill here. If your screen is small, it's not advisable, but it's doable. Okay, if you are okay, it depends on you. So let's learn how you can move one to the other side. You can move any to the other side. If I move project browser, that doesn't mean you also move project browser. You can move properties. So do what is okay for you. Uh, I always put project browser here. So when I take someone's machine, the project browser is here. He looks some way for me, and when he also takes mine, to look some way for him. So do what suits you. So I want to move the project browser. To move it, you come to where the name is. It works the same with properties. You go to where the name is. Where the name is, then click and drag. So when I click and drag it, this will happen. This is gone. You click, hold, and drag. Then now I can leave it here. So if you leave it here, we call it floating. It's floating, right? So you see now the properties have taken the whole space. So now you just scroll a little, then you have everything. So now you want this guy. If you want it to float, leave it. You. Me, I don't want it to float. I want it to be here. So I'll go to where the name is and drag it this way. So you keep dragging till where the mouse pointer is touches the edge of the screen. So the focus is on the mouse pointer. So when I drag from here to go, when the mouse pointer touches the edge, this will happen. It means when I leave it, it will fill here. You get it? Good. Again, if I click and drag from here, it comes out from there. Now, what if I want to go and put it back? I'm going to put it back where it was. I don't need it here again. To do that, if you drag it here right now and it works, it doesn't mean you know how to do it. Go home, do it again and again and again. I beg you. If it does something and it works, it doesn't mean you know how to do it though. You have to go and do it over and over again. Right? Because by the time you get home, you forgotten. So I'll drag this guy from here. So I want it back again, down. So now, if you bring it, maybe, you see when I go here, this thing happened. It means when I leave it, this is how it will be. If I go here, it means if I leave it, this is how it will be. If I come down, if I leave it, this is how it will be. If you come down more, this will happen. Yeah, if you come somewhere around here. See that big one that came? I want to get it. This one. Huh? Means even I leave it, it will fill the whole space. Should I leave it? Yes. So this will happen. Your workspace becomes small. So how do you get rid of it? Where the name is, click and drag it, and it's gone. If I want it back, I'll put it down here this way, and I'll leave it. Sometimes mistakenly, there's a way you do it. Let me see if I can get it. Let me bring it up here. Good. So when I leave it like this, you know, one is gone. It's left with one. It's sitting on it. So you can see the name down here. This is here. So I have to click on it before I can access it. You don't need this. But okay, maybe you need, maybe you want it like this. Do it like that. Me, I don't want it. So I'll click on the name down here and drag it and take it here and leave it. So I want mine this way. So I'll keep mine this way. So I have it. I work both ways. Right. So you can use the expand tool here to expand it if you want to or reduce it. Are you okay? So I'll now go to my project browser, right? I'll scroll up. Then under my project browser, the first thing I see is what? All views. All views. The first thing you see under my project browser. It means that all the views in your project are here. So under the all views, the first thing is floor plans. It means these are the floor plans in this project. So it means in this project, this is the sample project, it's theirs. So it means in this project, they have level one and level two. That's all. The last one is site. That's for our site plan and all that. So it means they have level one, level two in this project. So this level one, level two, and site, you can see they are all under floor plan. You come down, there's another head, 3D views. So it means all these guys here, up to here, they're under what? 3D views. It means that there's a sign here. If I click on this sign, it will collapse and it will enter it like this, right? You can click here to collapse and enter it. If I click on it again, it will expand. Alternatively, you can double click on the name. The same thing will happen. So all these are 3D views in the project. We'll learn how to do them. They are very easy. Once you have the building, you just go to Revit, say, give me a 3D view of this part. And you just come. You don't draw anything again. Right? And this is what? Elevation. You have east, north, south, and west. They are under the elevation. If you close it, it goes down, it comes out. Very easy like that. Okay. Very easy. So that's how to collapse and then open the views. Now, how do you open a view? So this is level one. If I want to open level one, I'll double click on it. So if I double click on level one, it will open the level one of this project for me. If I double click on level two, it opens level two for me, right? Then you can see that the more I click to open, it will come here, it will tab here. As you open one, it has come here, open two. If I go and double click on east, you see now the east elevation has also come here. So once you open a view here, it tabs here. It has a limit. Should I say, does it have a limit? By way of limit, I mean that if it reaches its cap, if you open different views, they will come, but you have to go and click on some arrow to see the drop down and choose from it. Long process. All right. But the good thing is that once I have open level one here, if now I want to open level one, I can just click here. I don't have to come back here again because it's here. If I come back here again and click, it's not going to open another level one. It will open the one I've opened already. So if I click level one here, it's this one now it will open. Let's say I'm on east and I go open level one. It's the same one that will come. So it's not going to tab another level one here to make it plenty. You get me? Once it's here, if your mouse is here, it's easy to click it. But if your mouse is here, you can still decide to click here. Gives you the same results. Are we okay? So any view you want to open, that's how to open it. Then if you want to close the view, there's a cancel sign there. Close. This one is the last view you have. If you close the last view, it means that you are going outside the project. So the last tab, if you close it, it will ask you, that's if you are working on an activity, it will ask you, do you want to save your work? because you are going outside. Cry. This one I don't know if it will ask me because I've not done anything. Because I've not done any changes, it didn't ask me. So it closes the project and brings you to your home. So you're out. Okay, so I'll click on it again. Let me do let me do some changes and see if they will ask me. Let me open level one and I'll shift this wall here. Then I'll now close this and close that. And they'll ask me, do you want to save? You get it? I'll say no. I'm not going anywhere. I'm supposed to cancel. I didn't save. So that's how to open projects and then close them. All right. Then we have what we call project units. Okay. There are two forms of um, measurement. What are they? Right. What are metric? What are the millimeters, centimeters, meters, centimeters. What are the inches, fractions, yeah, and so on and so forth. So millimeters. Yeah, that's a system, right? No, right? So, this is right? Hey, 2, 3, 5, 5. Boy, you're not. So, so Revit has the functionality for you to use any unit of measurement you want. It's a BIM software. So if you want to use to model, you can use it. If you want to use meters to model, if you want to use feet, if you want to use inches, the software can still give you that room to model fast. So what is we are going to do now? So you can work. So what I do is I do my works in which we have to. Then if you want to give work to people on site, you will do it. You just click change unit to fit. All the units in your project to change to fit. Then you can print that one for those on site to use. So they do it according to what you want. Or you can have the and still have fit at the same time on the web page. And give to them to use. Can't get it in any other software. So let's know how to do that. Currently, this project they have given us is in It's a UK version. All right, so everything is So you can see over here. Um, I'm zooming in and out, so I'm using the this one, right? The scroll button. So this is from one grid to the other. This is 3,000 mm. The 3,000 is what in feet. We say 10 feet. We say 10 feet. But I like what I say almost 10 feet. It's not 10 feet, it's almost 10 feet, but we say it's 10 feet. For the account, we don't consider it as significant. So this is what I will do. I want another measurement, but all here we only say 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. I don't know why they are great are all the same. So I'll do myself, I'll do a different grid here. Don't ask me how. I'll show you how to do it. I'll do a different grid here, right? Then I'll add up the measurement to this point. So that this measurement is different. So you can understand what's happening. See how easy it was. Voila. So I'm going to change the project unit to fit. Then let's see what happens. If you want to change your project unit, you go to the manage tab. There's manage here. So I'll click on manage. And after I click on manage, I'll see this here. You see some small tools here. One of the tools here is called project unit. The shortcut is UN. If you want to change it to PU, you can change it. Let me say this in my shortcut. Sometimes you go to shortcut and you want to add a shortcut to a tool or you want to change. Then they will tell you that let me do that. Right? KS shortcut. Then let me go to war. So let me select anything here. Maybe this. Then let's say I don't know war is WA. So I want to give this one WA. And I come here and I say WA. And I say assign. The software will tell you that. The shortcut W is already assigned to war. But if you come down here, you see what? Duplicates are allowed. What it means is that I can still add WA to this. Okay, I'm sure they should remove this. Wow, so it means that when you go into WA, all the tools that have WA will pop up. Then you now have to use your arrow key to go and look for the one you want and press space bar to select it. Stress. As long as you finish doing that, some seconds, precious seconds are gone. So please, if you are assigning a shortcut and say it's already assigned, use another shortcut. If you still want to use that one, just go and change the previous one and you use this one. Right? Don't do multiple to confuse you. So where were we? Project unit, right? So I click on manage, then I'll see project unit here. So I'll click on project unit. Once I click, the project unit will pop up. Under the project unit, you have all your units and the formats they are in. So the first one I see here is angle. If I see here, they've given me a sample. This is 12.35 degrees. You can see the degree here. Can you see the degree? So it means the angle is in degrees. I see area. You can see 1235 square meter or meter square meter. Then you come down to length. The length is for all the linear measurements in the project. You see length here is what? 1235 mm. So it means that the linear measurements are in what? Mm. And we say we don't want mm, we want feet. So to change it, you click on the here, where the unit is. And this will pop up. You can see millimeters here. You click on it. There are a lot of units there. So there's feet here. There's decimeters, centimeters, inches, feet, and all that. So if I want feet, I'll just click feet here. That's all. And I click on OK. And I click on OK. And all will change to feet. If you do this, it means that any unit of measurement in your project, even if you go to elevation, wherever, once you have a dimension there, to change to feet. Right? It's like another question you want to ask. But ask, let me see if it's that one. Yeah, I knew that question you wanted to ask. So you see, 3,000 is not, it's run it up for you, right? So you can tell the software, don't run up. Give me the raw value. The software can give you the 9 points, whatever it is. So let's learn how to do that. That's the next thing we're going to do. It's actually good to do that, right? It's good to do it this way or that way. It's either you run it up or you put the exact in there. Or if you give the artisans the raw 3,000 for them to do their own conversion, they will do their own conversion for you. You can't blame them, right? So let me go back. So manage, right? Project unit. Then you have your length here, right? So you see now it have changed to feet. You don't see there again. Now I click on it. You have the feet here. More importantly, when I come down here, you see rounding, zero decimal places. That's what happened. So I can click on the rounding here. Now see, give me up to 2 or 3 decimal places. Depends on you. You can say 1 decimal place. So if I say 3 decimal place, then even here, you see unit symbol. I can choose the feet symbol to add to it. Either you want this or you want the FT. Anyhow, if I want this, I'll choose that one. Click on OK, and this is what will happen. Gives you the raw value. If you say two decimal place, it means it will get rid of. Let me do two decimal places and see. So UN two decimal places. Did I do the correct thing? And one. This is not two decimal places. It's three. So why is it not changing? Did I do something wrong? Let me see. Undo, undo, undo. All right. So I'll do this again. UN two decimal places. Show the fit sign. Click on OK. Click on OK. Then did I go somewhere else? I'm on length. Yeah. Anna. I didn't do it. I was not doing it on length. That thing was not making sense. Let me see. I was doing say my software is sick. I was doing it on distance. Yeah, yeah, I was doing it on a distance. Yeah. Yeah, so when you change it, this is what happens. So it gives you the what do you want. So it's good to do this way and print it out for for whoever is working for it. So I'll undo. We know undo. Control Z. All right. Undo to get this back. So I have this. So that's how to change your project unit if you want to. You just change it to whatever unit you want to work with. You're working. Time is up, eh? All right. So time is up. We'll close. Yeah. Once the software is smart, once you have a room, you can just say, give me the area. That's all. But the room has dimensions. Software knows the dimensions. You give it, just give it the dimensions. Revit, you can't have a wrong dimension. It's not possible. So if I have a room, the room you've drawn it with dimension. Okay, this is what I mean. Last one, then we close. Let me open a blank project and show you this. So quickly, I'll draw a room here. This will be- You see, when I'm drawing a room, when I click and start drawing my wall, you see the dimension reads, right? So it tells you the dimension. So if I draw 4,000 here, mm, I come down here and I draw, let's say 2,500, right? And I end here and I end here. So this is the wall I've drawn. So this 4,000 here, 2,500 here, from the center of the wall to the center of the other wall. So I can dimension it quickly. 4,000, 2,500, right? We'll learn it. This dimension, you can't change it. You cannot click on a dimension straight and say, I want to change this to 3,000 and come here and say 3,000. It won't work. If you want a dimension to change the position of the wall. But from here to here is 2,500. If you want it to be 5, you select the wall and move the wall, and the dimension will change. Or select the wall before you come here, and you can change the dimension. So if I change this to 3,000 and I say enter, the wall will move to demonstrate that 3,000. So there's no way you can get a wrong dimension in Revit. It's not possible. But once this changes, it changes with that. You can do inside to inside. We'll learn how to do that. You can do inside, you can do outside to outside. Anything you want to do, you can do. Right. So that will be all for today. I know you want more. So hopefully Wednesday we'll draw walls. Wednesday we'll do wall, we'll do door and window. It's very easy. Right. see you guys on Wednesday.